There is instability in our neighborhood with Pakistan declaring an open war on Afghanistan. So in this video, we'll understand what is the issue because of which Pakistan and Afghanistan are at loggerheads and what is this Operation Ghazab Lil Haq. So let's get started. Now before we dive into the issue, you know that the Holy Sale is live and will remain so till 28th of February. And why is this such an amazing opportunity for all the UPSC aspirants? Because here during this sale you can get up to 50% off on all our online courses, pen drive courses and test series, and a 25% off on books, TLP and magazines. So don't wait, grab this opportunity. Call us at 87501 and you can also download the Drishti Learning app. Now let us talk about the issue. What is the issue between Pakistan and Afghanistan? So right now, Pakistan has launched a retaliatory measure, a retaliatory operation, which is being called Operation Ghazab Lil Haq, that commenced late Thursday. Now, how did all this happen? So this is a retaliatory measure. That is what Pakistan is claiming. And this is being triggered, as per Pakistan, this has been triggered by the unprovoked attacks, by the unprovoked issues or the terror that is being shown on the border, which is the Durand Line. So much so that Pakistan has gone ahead and declared this to be a state of an open war. It has declared an open war on Afghanistan. And Afghanistan is also retaliating with some airstrikes, drones are being used, everything of this sort is happening, and the situation is not very great at the moment on the Durand Line. So Pakistan has carried out airstrikes in Kabul and two other Afghan provinces, and there is an open war. And the Afghan Taliban has also successfully conducted airstrikes using drones. So this is the whole issue, this is the whole scenario at the border at the moment, but we need to understand why is all this happening and where exactly is all this happening. So I told you this is happening on the Durand Line. Now Durand Line is actually a line, it's a border between Pakistan and Afghanistan, right? It is a border between Pakistan and Afghanistan. Then what is the issue? The issue is that Afghanistan does not recognize Durand Line to be the border between Pakistan and Afghanistan. So if we go into the history over here, this was demarcated, Durand Line was demarcated in 1893. And back then in 1893, there was no Pakistan. So this was all British India. So this was actually a line, a border between Afghanistan and British India. In 1893, this was demarcated, and we know there has been a history of Anglo-Afghan wars also. So after the second Anglo-Afghan war, sometime after the second Anglo-Afghan war, this was signed. This agreement was signed with the then Afghan ruler to demarcate this entire territory, this entire line to be the border between Afghanistan and British India. In fact, Afghanistan at that time was being treated as a buffer, or it was also being treated as a sphere of influence. To stop Russia's expansionism towards the east. That is why this area, Afghanistan, was being treated as a sphere of influence or a buffer by the British Indian territory. So that's why this entire issue basically stems from 1893, and ever since then Afghanistan has not been recognizing this to be the border, because here on this border we have the Pashtun ethnic group. And because of this demarcation, the Pashtun tribe or the Pashtun group also had to split between the two countries, between British India and between Afghanistan. So they do not recognize this line to be the international border between them. And in 1947, when Pakistan was created, this became the border dispute between Pakistan and Afghanistan. And ever since then, time and again, there has been a history of, certain hostility along this line. And in fact, in October last year, there was a ceasefire, but then the ceasefire was also broken and then the hostilities continued. And there have been injuries, civilian injuries also so far. Now, exactly if we understand why is Pakistan unhappy, why is Afghanistan unhappy? So Afghanistan is unhappy because the Pashtun ethnic community had to be split into two regions. And then a lot of other things were also happening. But Pakistan is unhappy because of certain other reasons also. Pakistan in fact claims Afghanistan to be ungrateful. Ungrateful. Why? What has Pakistan done for Afghanistan? So Pakistan claims that it has helped Afghanistan in many ways at many times. For example, if we talk about 1979, in 1979, the Soviet Union, the then Soviet Union had invaded Afghanistan. The Soviet Union had invaded Afghanistan, and back in 1979, Pakistan provided soldiers, Pakistan provided the army, Pakistan helped Afghanistan to deal with the Soviet invasion. So this was one instance as per Pakistan where it actually supported Afghanistan. Then in the 1990s, we know Taliban came in, correct? Taliban came in Afghanistan, and Taliban also came in Afghanistan with the support of Pakistan. Pakistan supported Taliban in the 1990s as well. So this was the another incident. And then in 2001, we know the US invaded Afghanistan, and Taliban was overthrown. So 2001 this happened, and finally in 2021 Taliban has returned to power. Correct? 2021 to present, Taliban has returned to power in Afghanistan. Now what is happening? Pakistan A feels that Afghanistan has been ungrateful because Pakistan time and again has helped Afghanistan, and B, Pakistan also feels that Afghanistan supports TTP, Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, or the Pakistan Taliban. Okay, so there's a Pakistan Taliban and there's also a Taliban in Afghanistan, and they are deeply rooted in their social ideologies and etc. But they work differently. They work in different territories. And Pakistan has been claiming that Afghanistan harbors Pakistan Taliban on the Afghan soil. And TTP has always been targeting, it is a militant group, so TTP has always been targeting Pakistan. And Pakistan has been claiming or accusing Afghanistan of harboring TTP on its soil. So this is also one of the issues because of which Pakistan is unhappy with Afghanistan. And then Afghanistan time and again has been saying that there is hostility around the line, and it does not recognize Durand Line to be actually the border between Pakistan and Afghanistan. But if we look at the reality of the situation at the moment, because it is an open war as per Pakistan, if we look at the strength of defense at both the territories, on both the ends, then of course Pakistan has an edge over here, because if we talk about the army strength, military strength, Pakistan has an edge. And most importantly, Pakistan is a nuclear state and Afghanistan is not. Pakistan is a nuclear state, Afghanistan is not a nuclear state, and the world over is actually pressing both these countries to practice restraint. If Afghanistan starts getting support from elsewhere, then this can turn into a different thing. But right now, if we look at the ground reality, if it is only between Pakistan and Afghanistan, then Pakistan has an edge in terms of defense. And if we talk about the way forward over here, so I told you that the countries are asking Pakistan and Afghanistan to practice restraint. India has also been asking the same thing. Russia has also come forward and asked or requested both the parties to do the same thing and converse and do this, solve this over dialogue and diplomacy, and not through these attacks or not through the civilian damage that is happening across the border. So this is the reality of the situation at the moment. But right now it is going to escalate. In the near future, it is going to escalate, probably because of all these airstrikes and the different things that are being done on a very regular basis. But let us hope that it does not escalate a lot, and finally restraint can be practiced by both the parties in this conflict. So that was all for this video. I hope you enjoyed the entire discussion and you were able to understand the issue because of which this is happening. Now let's look at a practice question for prelims. But before we do that, you know that we have this course for you, which is the Studio GS Foundation live online course. And this course is your complete UPSC preparation kit, because you can prepare for your UPSC prelims and main syllabus at a very affordable price. And right now we have the holy sale. We have the holy sale where this is available at a very discounted price. And if you wish to avail a further discount, you can use the coupon code SALONI, all in capital letters only, and you will be able to get the maximum discount on this course. This course is available to you in Hindi, English, and English formats. So you can choose any format as per your convenience and then make the most out of it. That was all for this video. I hope you enjoyed the entire discussion. Now let's look at the question. With reference to the tensions between Afghanistan and Pakistan, consider the following statements. 1. Afghanistan officially recognized the Durand Line as the international border after 1947. 2. Durand Line divides the Pashtun population between the two countries. 3. Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan is a militant group that primarily targets Pakistan. Choose the correct statements. A. 1 and 2 only. B. 2 and 3 only. C. 1 and 3 only. Or D. 1, 2 and 3. Please provide your answers in the comment section. Thank you for watching.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.